What's up, everybody? I'm Jabby Koei, joined by ACHARA Kirk.
What's up?
We are doing something a little bit different today. This is a channel I watch a lot. It's Front Page Tech. He covers a lot of tech-related stuff, a lot of Apple tech-related stuff. And, people ask me, what do you watch when you're, not making videos and covering YouTube stuff? I'm like, well, I'm watching other YouTube stuff, a lot of tech-related stuff. I thought this could be an interesting one because it kind of piggybacks on the other tech-related video that we did, which is the Apple Vision Pro announcement.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if we'll do a lot of these kinds of reactions. It just offers me an opportunity to kind of talk about it with you guys, which is fun for me because I love tech stuff. ACHARA likes to listen to it, or she puts up with it anyway. Well, I watch his videos at 1.3 speed, so if you feel like it's going too fast, that's because that's the speed I watch it at, and I want to react to it the same as I would as if I'm just watching it on my own without y'all here, okay? If you want to watch, Front Page Tech at normal speed, there's a link in the description below. If you want to click on that, give the original upvote, and you could just watch that one instead, if you feel like doing that. But anyway.
What are you saying? He talks too slowly for you?
Everybody talks too slowly for me. I'm constantly trying to put ACHARA at 1.3 speed.
I know.
All right, here we go.
Oh no. Well, we got to talk about Vision Pro, guys. This is not great news. All right, so first up for the day, story numero uno. This is awkward. Listen, I don't want to be the I hate Vision Pro guy. I don't want to deliver bad news to you, but come on, man. Turns out VR experiences on the Vision Pro are purposely super limited. You know how I said that if this is only AR focused, if its main focus is AR, then in that case, this thing is too big, too clunky, too heavy on your face. But don't worry, my worries are alleviated if there's more VR, right? Turns out, When I say VR experiences on Vision Pro are limited, I mean that literally. You are limited to a 10 by 10 foot area. But don't worry, it gets better. And by better, I mean worse.
So the 10 foot 10 area thing, I feel like that's probably a safety thing. First off, I'm saying that without having really any foreknowledge on all the workings of Apple Vision Pro, but having played a little bit with other VR stuff, do you need more than that space? That's a lot of space, isn't it?
I mean, that's just a room, isn't it?
Even trying to map out when I had not the Oculus Rift, but the one from Facebook, the Quest. Thank you. I appreciate it, ACHARA. Swooped in there and saved me. When I had the Quest, I was trying it out in my living room, and it allows you to kind of detail your space. Even with that, I was having a hard time because I kept running into the barrier I created myself to prevent an accident with my OLED television. Mm-hmm. I think that's a lot of space.
This concern was first reported by Hans Carlson, who is the Chief Technology Officer for Mimir, a VR creative agency. Here's a quote from Hans. I just learned that Apple has crippled VR, so it stops when you move more than 1.5 meters.
That's
so Apple VR is for couch potatoes. No real...
Well, give me some English here. What does 1.5 meters equate to?
1.5 meters is that is about a meter. So 1.5 is.
Oh.
That's not a lot.
Oh.
1.5. I'm taller than 1.5 meters. So,
I thought you were gonna. Did you stop yourself from saying I'm bigger than 1.5 meters?
No, I didn't. I'm taller than 1.5 meters.
I believe you.
So Apple VR is for couch potatoes. No real volumetric video possible then outside the couch zone. No table tennis. Nothing that makes you move outside a small box. Super bummer. Okay, hold up there. Hold up, Tim. Are you for real? The space limitation is even confirmed on Apple's own documentation. When you start a fully immersive experience, fully immersive, are we going to call it that? Vision OS defines a system boundary that extends 1.5 meters from the initial position of the person's head. If their head moves outside of that zone, the system automatically stops the immersive experience and turns on the external video again. This feature is an assistant to help prevent someone from colliding with objects. Oh, Tim, I'll give you something to collide with.
Didn't he say 10 by 10?
I did not threaten you on the internet.
Didn't he say 10 by 10 earlier?
He did say 10 by 10. So that's a little bit confusing because 10 by 10
is a much bigger space.
Is bigger than that.
Really, guys? Colliding with objects? Meta's Guardian system lets you define your own space and works literally perfectly fine. I don't know how else to say, I told you so. When I put this video out, y'all all over me for it. But this is the exact reason why when I have a gut feeling about something, I'm not going to budge, even if my opinion goes against what most others are saying. I don't care about what people say about me in that time, in the moment. All I care about is being on the right side of history with these things over time. It's not about doing it for the views. It's about making sure that when the next big thing comes out and I share my opinion on that, then my opinion is worth just that much more. Really, if I wasn't disappointed enough by this thing, I am further disappointed in you, Timothy Cook. I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation right now. Like, if I pay $3,500 for this, and there's no VR ping pong to be seen, to be had, to be played, I will do unspeakable things. Things that I have buried deep within me that I suppress every day. But if I don't get VR ping pong, I'm just saying, Tim, I don't know if I can keep the demons down any further. Oh, Lord, they're coming. Oh, Lord, they're coming. And they want VR ping pong. Or I won't be able to save humanity. I'm not strong enough, Tim.
My one response or rebuttal to this, okay, the $3,500 price tag kind of gets in the way of what I'm about to say,
okay,
but
tell me.
Xbox Kinect, people don't want to move. Microsoft dropped the Kinect from the Xbox after about a year because they're like, no one wants this thing. They stopped developing for it. They just moved towards people want to sit on their couch and play the game. Right? If they want the VR experience, they'll go out to The Void or the thing that Laquan took us to. I wish I remembered the name. I should. Darn it. But yeah, like there are immersive VR experiences you can go and get, and it's actually better than the thing you'll get at home in terms of just like it feeling, but then you can get the Oculus Quest or the whatever, the one of those things instead.
Yeah.
If you're aiming towards gaming, it seems like a missed opportunity to bound you to 1.5 meters and not allow you to do things that you can do with other very capable headsets. This is supposed to be the most capable headset, and they're restricting you to a very small confined space. I understand like the fine print and like why they're doing it is to avoid a lawsuit and people getting hurt and stuff like that.
But like you said, it's supposed to be like the forefront of VR.
Yeah.
So like, what's going on?
All this to say, I think that the majority of people eventually are just going to want to sit down. Right? They go, oh, wow, this is fun. And eventually you just kind of sit down and then go to, X Hamster or Pornhub or RedTube. Like, eventually it just comes back to that. I that's all I'm saying. It's like, eventually you're just sitting again because, like, the novelty of standing and moving with the thing has worn off. I was playing Zelda Skyward Sword. I think that's the one. And after a while, you're just sitting on the couch like this. In the beginning, you're standing and swinging the sword, and eventually you're just like, oh, come on. And you just look like a silly special person, right? Just saying. Apple is ahead of the curve here. I'm going to defend it because I want it.
So story numero lasto, bit of a change in gears here, less upsetty spaghetti. This is the second story, and really, for being honest, I kind of gave you everything I had in the first half. I used up all my juices in the first half, so I'm going to let you down in the second half. Kind of like the Cleveland Browns.
I don't...
If you know, you know. Guys, this story is all about YouTube. Can you believe it? The place you are at right now. Here we go. YouTube is doing a thing called Playables. Yes, sirree. That's the name that they came up with. Playables is a new gaming service by YouTube that allows people to play games on mobile or desktop instantly through YouTube. So, like Stadia. This is Stadia, right? Google. This is Stadia, but again. Well, yeah, okay. This is clearly just like Stadia, and apparently Playables will have a much less...
But he said like Facebook games.
Yeah, I'm thinking like...
Low like stakes, very simple
Candy Crush type stuff. The games that I like to play.
Well, the thing is, Google has already had like low-key, very simple games that you could play on... When you hit the, google.com, and there's like sometimes they have a little game that you can
sometimes, yeah.
So this is just like a more, higher, more technical version of this.
Higher tech, higher specifications. I don't know. I'm just saying words.
It's okay to be quiet sometimes. You tell me that all the time.
So instead of playing big-time AAA console games, Playables will be promoting simpler games like Stack Bounce. Wait. I am interrupting this story, okay? YouTube, is this just Flash games?
Yeah.
With a different name in 2023? What?
Yeah.
That's what Google was doing.
Are we on coolmathgames.com or like addictinggames.com right now? Is that what this is? Is that what we're doing? Most of you were probably not even around yet when those were a thing back in the day. So if you don't know what any of those are, look it up. It's a good time. And also, why is this on YouTube? What is this even? Did someone's 13-year-old get control of YouTube and Google all of a sudden? Sundar, where are your kids?
Sundar. Oh, that took me a second. I was like, oh, he's talking about the Google CEO.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Sundar, where are your kids? Sundar, where are they? Do you have any? I could Google it. Like, I do have access to the entire internet in my hand right now. I could Google it and get you the answer probably faster than this is taken right now. But, like, I don't, this isn't real. Nothing's real. This isn't a real job. I have just a confusion. I am confused about this and why YouTube is doing this, why it's part of YouTube, why we're doing it at all in the first place.
Engagement.
Ever. I don't know who in their right mind is going to participate in this. I know I won't.
A lot of people.
Because I'm a grown man.
I know,
I'm an
a lot of
adult
people will.
with responsibilities. Although...
Yep, there it is.
If you throw Neopets on there, I might fuck around a bit.
Yes! Neopets!
Yeah, I feel like this is actually a very smart move by YouTube. That's a very, very smart move. Because it's just creating more engagement, then you throw an ad in there and boom. Ching,
Yeah.
ching, 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 you made your money.
Hell yeah, especially if it's like a free game and then they like get you in there with, oh, you used up a certain amount of gems today, you gotta come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's how they get me. But also Neopets for realsies.
I'm not familiar.
You never played Neopets?
I'm not gonna. I have no interest.
It was back in the day when having fake pets was like all the rage.
I know Chia Pets, but anyway, yeah, I think that's a smart move. It's like it was already part of Google, like I said, with the search engine. You have a little flash game that you could play. He said it. I couldn't remember what it was called. And so I guess they're bringing that back, and it's an easy thing to just switch on, it seems like. I mean, I don't know how complicated that level of integration is. I can't imagine it's much harder than integrating like an ad placement of some kind. Facebook's been doing it for a while. I'm surprised YouTube and Google waited this long to implement that, but it's just yet another thing to distract you and keep you occupied.
Hell yeah.
And they're gonna know which ones you want to play because they know what's going on in here. The algorithms figured you out better than you know yourself.
Hamsters.
It's got you better figured out than a therapist. And so why can't we use the algorithm to our advantage? And like, it should be our therapist and be like, here's what's wrong with you. Solve and tinker with you like that and you're fixed.
Because like if you were fixed, then
and then the answer presented to everybody everywhere all the time would be, you're spending too much time on the internet.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
With regards to the thing that kicked this off, the impetus for this video in the first place, I still have hope for the Apple Vision Pro. I understand that that's like a serious limitation, but that seems like an easy fix. That's a program issue, right? You can just be like, all right, wide adoption. People, we're gonna do, 10-foot radius. Now you got a parameter of like 100 feet. Or whatever it is,
100 feet, Jesus.
So you can walk through the walls if you want to, if that's your MO. The things that he mentioned before are a little bit more concerning, such as like the weight of the Vision Pro.
Sure, yeah.
It's just heavy, and how is that experience going to be when you're trying to like do fitness and stuff like that? The strap for the top of your head is supposedly a separate purchase. The lenses to like make it fit better for your eyes is supposedly a separate purchase.
That's bullshit. I'm sorry. You're spending $3,500 and they want you to spend more. No.
Yeah.
Done.
But in any case, I really, really, really like Front Page Tech. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And if you did, make sure to subscribe to his channel. We're not going to be doing reactions to his videos all the time. I just thought that this one made sense just because we covered Apple Vision Pro not that long ago. And yeah, if you guys subscribe to him, let him know Jabby sent you.
Yeah.
And let me know that you went to his... So I'm Jabby Koi. This is
ACHARA Cook.
Peace out.